But you know, I feel like I fit into the sports category now that I'm super into StarCraft. Like all the StarCraft's going on. This is what it must feel like for people like when basketball season starts up. I mean, like, oh, basketball. It's it's how I feel right now. Like, dude, StarCraft is back on screen. There's games everywhere. We gotta watch. It's time to watch StarCraft. It's been great. I feel like it's football. Like this is how it feels for football players during football season. Like, all right, we're in that time of the year. Everything's great. Everything's back to normal. We got these two players playing each other. We got DreamHack. We got GSL. We got Light. We got Yoda. All is balanced here in StarCraft. And speaking of balance, in the bottom left-hand corner, this guy is playing with the weird skins. He is the #1 streamer coming out of Latin America, and now he's becoming one of the best players out there. He's something to fear, something to respect. It's none other than JimRising.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the Mexican, the other Mexican player, but he's a Protoss player. He is one of the best, if not the best Protoss player in all of Latin America. Representing Alpha X, it is Pacomike.
You got the best Protoss and the best streamer. Pretty much these guys are just really good.
Yeah.
I actually forgot to look at, maybe we haven't even seen it because, no, we have seen it. What does the layer look like?
We saw the morphing layer, which was just like a...
Oh, yeah, it gets little spikes that come out of the side.
Yeah, it gets the spikes, which looks better, to be fair, but again, it's
yeah,
still...
you can definitely tell the difference. It's better than the CC in the planetary. I don't think we've seen the Hive yet. I wonder what the Hive looks like. Does it just get bigger spikes?
May? Oh, yeah. Well, like in Brood War, the Hive gets some spikes on spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen it.
Happen here then, right?
I hope so.
Get spiked on the spikes. These are the Brood War ones, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
It still looks like low res, right? It just looks like low res melted textures.
Well, to be fair, mine is on low res.
God.
I keep mine on low res so I don't cause any lagging for anyone. Why is he chasing that?
Yeah, you know, the Pacomike's probe was being a little bit... Yeah, it was attacking the drone, being a little bit annoying.
Like, I'm working here.
Didn't get the pylon block off, unfortunately.
Yeah. There's no workman comp for drones, so if they die, they die. Their families will not be taken care of, so you had to fight back. How do they fight with those little like spinny things on their hands?
Oh, they're like razor blades. You can see them spinning. Yeah.
It looks like a wheel, like a bicycle wheel. Or what if they're pizza cutters?
Right,
that's like little pizza cutters.
Yeah. They're like little pizza cutters, I think. Wait, are they? Hold on.
Wow. They look like it.
Yeah.
Get some good pizza.
Now I'm just picturing these guys with like a chef's hat, like in a pizzeria, you know, like flipping the pizza.
I picture him with a mustache, a curly mustache, cutting up some pizza pies. Someone needs to make that. We need to get more donations from you guys so we can have a full-time staff at CranKy Ducklings, and we can have someone just constantly dish out these memes that we come up with on stream. We see the hidden Evo.
Ooh.
I don't know what this means.
This could be a link flood.
Yeah. +1 melee. We've seen this before.
We have seen it before, especially a player like Jim. He's quite cheeky. He likes to put on a show, and the Stargate does get spotted by Jim. It was a Phoenix first, so Jim knows exactly what he's playing against. And at the moment, Pacomike is a little bit in the dark. There is +1.
Yep, +1 melee.
He's doing it. And, oh god, the first Oracle is probably going to be across the map, so it's not going to be at home for defense.
And will this Phoenix go that deep into the base to scout it?
Oh, that's the question. It's kind of being distracted by the Overlord at the moment, so...
No, I don't think so.
Oh, God.
Well, Ling's on the way. 2 Queens in position to keep him from trying to go there. And even a Spore. Yep, it has no shield. It's going to have to get out of there.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, no, it's going to die. Oh, got out of there. Just barely. Just ever so slightly. But it is not going to get to scout.
Yep, it's happening already as we speak. The Lings are flooding across the map. +1 melee is on the way. Oh, the Oracle though may spot it, and it's still here at home. Oh, he sees it. He sees it. He knows.
And I mean, I guess he probably clicked on it and saw +2 melee. Oh, it's not done yet.
It's not done.
+1, yeah. So he just thinks he has a lot of Lings. There's a little bit of premature showing the Lings here, I think.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he's going for it anyway. Ooh, nice surround.
Oh my god, that's a beautiful surround. Why was he out there so far?
And really what's this doing is like he was able to kill some Adepts. He's forcing Pacomike to stay on 2 bases, which to be fair, he kind of wants to right now as he is getting glaives. We saw him do this against Dark Unnamed, right? Stargate into glaives.
Yeah. This is a cool play. I kind of like this. This is very new. To me, at least. I've never seen it.
Yeah, and last time, if you recall, I think the Oracles did a lot more damage across the map, and the Adepts, they just walked across, shaded in, and ended the game.
No Warp Prism here. Remember that, folks. There's no Warp Prism. No Robo at all, actually, yeah. And Glaives is finishing. He also got a Forge, so I don't know if that's for defensive cannons or if he's going to go for an upgrade here. Pacomike, oh my god, it's so many Adepts.
Yeah, it's a lot of Adepts. The Lings, they run into them, and oh god, so many of them get shaved off. Ooh, looks like he's going to try and get in.
Oh no, he just played Ring Around the Rosie. He could get this base with +1.
Yeah.
No energy on the Oracle at all. At the same time, that's actually a really good pick off, because at the same time, the Adepts are coming.
Wow, already Roaches already.
Yeah, he had 9 Roaches in production, which kind of ruins the fact that he went for melee upgrades, but he's getting a Baneling Nest now. And if he survives this attack here, oh, did he not shade 3 of them? That's really good. I don't know if the shade just was on cooldown, but either way, good play here by Pacomike, splitting his army. Now JimRising, oh yeah, 17 workers, 18 workers, 20 workers. Jesus Christ, he got a lot. I don't think JimRising can be able to survive this.
Oh, he's getting more. The 2 Adepts in the natural as well.
It's so heartbreaking when this happens. Like, I have the Roaches, I have the Queens, but you can just kill them faster than I can kill you.
Exactly. Like, Roaches have really slow DPS, and they kind of get in each other's way as well, especially when you're in the bases. Yeah. Like, you're not getting optimal DPS. Like, it's so hard.
Even on creep, they're slow.
Yeah. Like, you have to split your army perfectly, and Jim, he struggled to do so. A lot of workers went down. Now he's going across the map, though, and this could be an opportunity to deny the third again.
His final opportunity, but with these cannons finishing up, are they shield batteries?
Shield batteries, yeah.
Yeah, all shield batteries. Okay, yeah, with that, it's going to be a hard defense to break here.
Oh, there are a lot of Roaches, and again, the Robo was delayed for a long time, so no Immortals.
One Archon and just enough energy for the Kamehameha on the overcharge.
Oh my god, does Jim have too much?
Is he going to call it? He's not calling the overcharge, because they will just force it to be killed. He's got to do it here. There it goes.
Oh, he uses at the natural, and there's a Void Ray as well, so eventually the Void Ray is going to clean everything up.
Yeah, Void Ray is nice. A nice added in here. But I don't quite know who wins this. It looks like Jim should win, but with the Void Ray, it should be cleared up eventually. 2 Void Rays now.
Oh,
ooh, nice play here. Yeah, picks up his Immortal to save it. I love that play, but it's going to run out of energy here soon.
No, pick it up again. Ah!
Oh my god, that was nice. On 1 health.
Just keep juggling. Keep juggling.
No health. Just 1 health. Oh! You couldn't get it.
And the Lings get in.
And now this is Jim's chance to come back. He's taking out 15 workers so far. And he's actually already even the score in workers.
Yeah, that's what matters at the moment, is that he's able to equalize the worker count. He didn't kill the 3rd base though, and that was like the big thing that I was hoping that Jim would at least do, right? Got a lot of worker kills though. 26 probes.
Yeah, now he's in the lead in workers, which is pretty amazing. You know, the 3rd base is kind of bad if you let this game go on too long.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's not that big of a deal. He can produce, like, losing all those drones, he can produce 1 more drone at a time, given that he has a 3rd base. But he can't really mine efficiently from 3 bases all at once.
Yeah. I
think he doesn't have the work count for it.
Oh god, the Banelings!
Oh my god. That was bad. That was game-ending damage there. Hydras are out. Only 2 of them here, though.
Yeah,
It's just me or those Hydras look bigger with that skin?
They do look a little bit beefier. Their heads, at least.
Yeah, their heads are bigger, right?
Yeah, definitely. But it was so huge that Baneling hit got off. Like, again, he's keeping Pacomike's economy down, which he needs to so much. Like, because it's important to note that when you have another Nexus, it's not just like an extra worker, but an extra chrono boost, right? Like, more energy, you can chrono boost buildings and get more units out. And Jim, like, you know, he's kept Pacomike busy. He's getting a 4th base. He's droned up. It's good.
Yeah. Those Hydras look like dino casters, if you guys know what those are.
Dino casters.
Yeah. It's I think they're like a toy or a cartoon or something, but they're just really fat dinosaurs. And their heads are all oversized.
These Hydras do look like they have like big brains, like, you know.
Yeah. Big brain plays here from the Hydras. Now, what happens to a Hydra? Do they morph into a lurker? I feel like a lurker should morph into a Hydra, if anything.
Oh, that would make more sense, right? Because like the Hydra can like you can like shed the lurker's skin, then the Hydra pops out. You know?
Yeah. But for a tall, big-headed Hydra to like squish down into a flat lurker, and then instead of shooting its spine's projectile, it somehow has them burrowed now.
Yeah.
The math on the lurker doesn't make sense to me.
Wizard
Like,
whip.
how does it's kind of like sending a whip full of spines underground somehow?
Blizzard,
Like, how does each individual spike come up?
Yeah, where's the math on that, Blizzard? What's going on?
Need an underground view of what's happening with the lurkers.
I mean,
Stasis ward.
Oh, nice.
Warp prism catch. Oh, nice. That was huge. Warp prisms take so long to remake. You're losing the warp prism juggle here. No chance of a counterattack now.
Oh.
But Storm is done, and +2 is coming up.
Oh god, the storms!
Or +3.
Land.
And these stasis lings just make a perfect concave for the army to have to funnel into. They can't get a good surface area. Wow, looks like Pacomike's bringing himself back in this. I thought JimRising had the upper hand here, but really his army composition just was not it, especially with the stasis ward.
Yeah,
I think he just chose a bad position in the fight there.
I would also say that JimRising's army, Lingbane Hydra, that absolutely melts the storms, and we saw that the storms just completely shredded through that army.
I would have liked to see him go a different route, like head for that 4th base over there. That is now taken. It wasn't taken before, but if you can like force the army out of position, I think that's what you need to go for here. Force the Terran out of, or the Protoss out of position in a head-on engagement. This would be a good catch.
He
Stasis Ward's an even better catch.
Oh, the
my god.
Just in time.
Oh my god, in both places.
Oh god.
God, how did he warp out the wall and the 3rd?
He's just everywhere, man. Pacomike.
These lings, and then he tapped the lings. They can't even get out.
I even get some banelings as well, and throughout all of this, like, he defends and he gets his 4th base up and running. Like, he was able to secure it. Nothing really went down over there. Meanwhile, Jim, he's macroing up. He's actually going for lurkers.
Yeah, I'm saying the only reason I like this play for Jim is because he's sitting on a very nice economy here. He, like, 70 workers isn't the best economy, but it's enough for you to continuously make army, and he's even going for another base. Like, in my head, when you're playing Zerg, it's always get up to 7 bases and like 90 workers, but in certain situations, you don't want to drone up too heavy. You need a lot of army here. So he's happy with the 65 workers. He's taking his base. He gets his ideal drone count, and now he can get his army composition, but he's got to do something here. He's getting 11 lurkers, but I don't like that he doesn't have hive on the way. Like, after watching pros, to me, like, I don't make lurkers unless there's a hive.
Yeah. We do have Infestation Pit that's about to finish up. As soon as that finishes, then he can finally start hive. I will say that Pacomike doesn't have the best army to deal with lurkers. Like, he's good against Lingbane Hydra, but
Storm is pretty good, but he does not have a lot of Storm here.
Yeah.
And it's a little unfortunate because right now Storm can do a lot of damage, but once that lurker upgrade comes into play, I love this. It's a wall off with Storm on the other side of it.
Yeah. It's like the ultimate defense.
Yeah. Lurker's getting some damage here.
Yeah, Zella Rumbai doesn't achieve too much. Meanwhile, that wall is starting to fall due to the lurkers, but they need to get out of here. Like, they look good.
Oh my god, look how they melt that.
One more Storm.
They're all target firing something different as well. There you go, right? See, if he had that range, though, He would be well out of the way of that.
And Pacomike should be able to
Get
clean.
surrounded.
Yeah, he should be able to clean them up. Meanwhile, the Lings are going for a counterattack.
Oh my god!
The High Templar!
So 2 High Templar died. He was able to morph the other 4 in, but what life will they live if they're morphed in? Okay, they actually do come out. That was a good save. 7 workers went down, though. In a blink of an eye due to the Banelings and Lings there. Hive is up now. Hive just finished, so we'll see what upgrade comes.
Oh, now we can see it.
Oh my god, what is that?
Oh,
Looks like a child made this with Play-Doh.
That looks like an incredibly low res. The spikes got worse. What happened? The spikes got worse.
The picture's floating through the spikes.
This has to be a graphical bug now that we see this, right?
Blizzard. Get it together.
What's happening? I know times are tough with COVID, but come on, man.
Yeah. Oh god, this is bad. Oh, he's surrounding. Oh, he didn't see the surround. He's gonna lose a lot of army here. And JimRising does not have the bank to just be thrown away like that. He's gonna reinforce Lings here because he doesn't have that much gas.
Yeah, exactly. Finally, he's working on the upgrades. Again, they're getting the burrow upgrades first, not the range.
I'm not a fan. Even though they're better players than me, I feel like it's just the wrong call.
Oh, the Lurkers get caught out.
You know, unburrowing them fast doesn't help if you don't even burrow them.
Yeah, exactly. It's if the Lurkers are dead, then...
God. That could have been bad, but I don't think Jim was paying attention.
Yeah, that was almost amazing Baneling connections to be able to get all of those High Templar, but Pacomike, he just killed all these lurkers. He defended his 4th base as well, only lost 5 drones, and now it's getting really scary for Jim. Like, he just lost a lot for not much. Yeah,
but now look at Jim's economy. He's sitting on the 82 workers like I was talking about. I thought he was going to be happy with 60, but as we're getting later in the game, he's getting more and more workers, and now he's sitting on an even nicer worker count. Like 90 is you can throw away armies all day. Like once you make 90 drones, you just make army. You have no reason to make more drones. But at 83, it's still pretty good. He's going to take an engagement. I don't know if it's best. When storms come down, it's going to get rough.
Only 1 storm went down, surprisingly.
Yeah. You can just get out of the range of lurkers and then take the fight. Which is the opposite of JimRising. JimRising needs to not take the fight unless lurkers are there.
At the same time, there's a big Zealot run by at the 3rd base of Jim, killing all the workers. And I was about to say, like, it feels like we're lacking gateway units to protect the High Templars and the Immortals. But so far, he's been able to manage just fine, still maintaining a presence here in the middle of the map. And yeah, JimRising, he just can't engage.
Archons are kind of gateway units.
Yeah, technically, right? I guess.
Yeah.
But you need fodder. But the reason why there is no fodder is because the big boys are coming.
Yeah. I think the Archons are the fodder, which is funny because, like, you need the storm to do some damage, and then a byproduct of High Templar with no storm is you got to make them the Archons.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, look, those 4... lurkers. I forgot the name for a second. Those 4 lurkers hit directly on an Archon and didn't even take out its shield.
Yeah. They're incredibly beefy. At the same time, more Zealot Rumbads here to the south. The army is still in the middle trying to find an angle. And again, like, as all this is happening, carriers are coming out. We have 2 already. And meanwhile, Spire still on the way. No Broodlords, no Corruptors quite yet.
The only thing concerning me here is, well, I guess Pacomike is getting him another base, but it's a little late for that base because if you look at the income graph, or not the graph, but if you just look at the supplies at the bottom, how it shows you, plus how much money they're getting, Jim's pretty much getting double. He's getting 2,000 minerals and 1,500 gas, where Pacomike's getting 1,800 and like 600 gas. So he's not getting too much income. JimRising is getting more income right now, but also he's trading inefficiently, and that's kind of the whole basis for Zerg is he trade inefficiently. And we've seen this here from Pacomike today, in fact. And once he gets this army composition going, it can be pretty rough. But full surround here from Jim. Is he going to be able to pull it off? Oh my god, all the army's stuck right there, storming on himself. Baneling's going off. A lot goes down for both sides, but I think Jim is taking the better engagement here.
Yeah, but we're seeing this, right? You don't want to be the player going through that choke point, whether you're the Zerg or the Protoss.
That's the meat grinder right there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Jim, you got to be on point. Burrow. No storms available either with this army.
Yeah, the High Templar
storms are just now joining.
Yeah, they only just reinforced the army, so now he has a couple available. He has to be careful to keep them alive.
Well, I love this. He's moving just up a little bit enough to still be in range of the lurkers from behind, and he's literally leapfrogging up to his opponent's base little by little, ever so slightly. Zealot run-bys take out the something at base over there in the northern or southern corner of the map, southern center, middle, whatever. Yeah, the lurkers are going down. There's a lot of Hydras here, though. What's here to take out the Hydras?
Oh my god.
GG, Pacomike takes it. Man, if Jim had some static defense, I think he could have won it here, but those Zealot run-bys were just slowly whittling away, and the defense was impeccable from Pacomike.
Yeah, like we saw Pacomike multiple times just defend multiple places at once, right? Like his third base, his fourth base, his natural, and counterattack as well. Zealot run-by is coming in, hitting Jim as well. It was beautiful to see.
Yeah, I love that when he went through the center and Jim burrowed the lurkers and killed a big amount of army, but I feel like Jim just overextends a little too much here and there, and that's really what lost him the game.
Yeah, I agree in the sense that Jim, we kept pointing out that he had a really good economy, and you want to trade as a Zerg player. Like, you didn't have to commit, right? Like, you push out and then come back, remake, push out, come back, remake, right? Like, there was nothing really pressuring him to just keep pushing and like kind of go all in.
Yeah, you know? Like you have a great economy and you take out a bunch of their army, like when he burrowed those lurkers in that center of the map and that choke, it's like you got a good engagement. You can disengage now, remax out faster than your opponent, and you still got that better economy. And now had he done that, he would have had defense at home. But he's like, oh, I took out half his army, let me just push in and finish him off. And unfortunately, the Zealot run-by just completely stopped that. There was static defense, and a small call like that can ruin the game.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching it right now on the stream live, and yeah, Jim was up in supply. He had like a plus 13 supply, and it didn't look like Pacomike had much to do here. But Jim's like, all right, I'm gonna push up to your new expansion, and his army just got crushed.
Yeah, it was really rough to see. Like Jim was trading fairly well in the middle of the map and even pushing out, but like committing to that attack on the base, just it really was kind of the nail in the coffin, because that's where he lost all his lurkers, you know?
Yeah, and the interceptors weren't doing a damn thing. There was like 2 or 3 that pop out and then they die. The thing was, when he went for that base, there was already so much static defense. Even with the lurkers, he couldn't break the positioning. Lurkers, concave, storm, there's no way he's breaking that position, and he tried to break it and he lost everything for it. That was super unfortunate. I think Jim could have won that.
Yeah, and really well played by Pacomike. Like, you know, he just like stayed on the defensive, like just kept slowly trading better and better. Like Jim, he kept trading pretty inefficiently. He kept losing a lot of Hydras, a lot of lurkers. Yeah. GG.
And I feel like we don't see it as much as we should, but the Zealot run-by it's always what gets me.
Yeah. Yeah. And so far, it's really impressive by Pacomike, because Jim, he actually won, I believe he won the last Sentimiento Latino. Like Jim, he's been on...
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Yeah, he's been on fire, right? Like he even made top 4 in DreamHack, you know, over Eric.
That's crazy. So last game was won by Eggs, who beat Pacomike.
There we go.
So and it was 3-1. So they win all the way to game 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's pretty dominant, actually.
I can't remember. Yeah, 3-1. That's crazy. But here we are. Let's see how it turns out now. This was the finals of last Sentimiento Latino. Here we have it in the bottom left-hand corner. He is blue. He is a Protoss. He is here fighting to reclaim the throne. For winner of Sentimiento Latino is none other than the player representing Alpha X and representing all things Mexico. That includes tacos and I don't know what else, but it's Pacomike. I'm just hungry and want tacos right
now. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ice and Chrome LE, we have the other Mexican player, the Mexican Zerg player. He made it to top 4 of DreamHack. Can he make it past His opponent we have representing Timbers Esports. It is JimRising.
Oh man, I'm excited to see how this one turns out. I hope Jim can win because that'd be cool. Or yeah, I hope Jim can win because that'd be cool. But Pacomike is he's one of the best. I want to see Pacomike win.
Yeah. Like especially on the podcast, we kind of like lamented a lot about how Pacomike really underperformed in DreamHack, and he was really like.
I kind of feel bad now because I feel like I talked a lot of crap about him, but it's just my honest opinion, you know. He like we've been saying, he hasn't been performing well. Yeah,
like we expect a lot more from him, and to be fair, he expected a lot more from himself during those qualifiers. To be fair, it was kind of rough for him, right? Like he ran into Cham early on, he ran into Eggs. Just wasn't really his weekend, or his week, I should say. But hopefully, you know, he can kind of dust himself off, you know, get into the swing of things, get into these weeklies and perform well.
Yeah. As we see here, he's performing pretty decent so far. And seems like a lot of drones going down to the natural.
Yeah, we'll see what Jim does, as I'm just now remembering that last game started with +1 melee for his Lings.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm interested to see what he's going to do. +1 was a bit crazy. I don't know if it paid off. I guess you could say it paid off with a couple Baneling connects on workers.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing he did with those Lings were, I don't know if you recall, but he forced a cancel, I think, or kill on the third when it was morphing in.
Oh, yeah, that's right. When the adepts went across.
Yeah.
Same Stargate opener. This is Pacomike's go-to.
Yeah, this is becoming pretty standard from Pacomike. We'll see if he goes for Glaives after Twilight Council again, or something else.
Maybe he goes right into carriers.
He's done it before.
Exactly. But I don't know. JimRising, I feel like obviously Pacomike's a better player, but I love seeing the players like Jim get a good game or two off of their opponents.
Oh, Pacomike is
Double Phoenix.
Yeah,
you're gonna see it too.
Interesting.
Is Phoenix in there? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
There's been a couple times where I look and I can't see what's in there. Like it won't show the animation.
Oh, he canceled it.
Oh, nice. Oh,
he's doing it. He's doing it.
Yes.
What about
and in the most fastest way ever.
Yeah. This is so greedy because normally
I think you should have faked an Oracle, because if you see a fake Phoenix, then I guess that stops him from play. Okay, I like this then. I like this. Yeah. A Phoenix, seeing another Phoenix on the way will stop him from doing any play, so he's not going to go Spire at all.
Oh my god.
You don't go Spire against that Phoenix.
Yeah,
he's probably going to go Heavy Queen into Quick Expand.
Yeah, we'll see if he goes Queen, if he goes Hydras. I mean, he's getting +1 range. He's also getting a Lair, which is interesting. We'll see what happens with that, whether he gets anything too cheeky or just pretty standard. Again, there's a full wall off here. Like, JimRising has no idea what is coming.
Yeah. There's already one carrier on the way, and the second Stargate does finish up, and here we have it. My favorite build, ladies and gentlemen, the Proxy Carriers. Reminds me of the old days of Proxy Tempest.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make a new channel called Proxy Carriers.
The carrier rush is something that we've seen quite a lot of from Pacomike, specifically Pacomike. I don't really recall any others Protoss player that does this. But it's nice. He has like his iconic thing that he whips out every now and then.
Yeah. There's only one as brave as this man here.
Is he brave?
Is he
is he crazy? I don't know.
Is he bold or stupid? We don't know. We'll find out if it works. I mean, sometimes it works, so if it's worked once or twice, that's all that matters.
Exactly. And Jim, he's going for Hydras, which can do fairly well against carriers, as long as the carriers are in low enough numbers. But we'll see what Pacomike does, as he's pushing out across the map, and
an Overlord came in, and I think he killed it.
Yeah, he killed an Overlord. So now Jim knows.
2 Hydras are on the way. He's putting down a lot of Spore Crawlers. Putting down a second one. He got all his Queens. Now two carriers isn't too scary. They got like what, 6 interceptors each or something. I don't know the math there, but the queen's got this with the couple of spore crawlers. 2 isn't that scary.
Yeah. This almost feels like kind of like when we see Terrans go BCs. Like BCs, they kill queens, kind of. But oh my god, there's just so many queens already.
And the Hydras. I picture this being recalled eventually.
Yeah, definitely. You know, instead of BCs teleporting away, we got the recall for these carriers.
Yeah, they are pretty much like BCs. That's funny. It's pretty much the same build order too. You got to get the starport, and then, you know, you got to get the fancy big ball thing. I forget what it's called.
the fusion core.
Fleet beacon.
Fleet beacon. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, one of the carriers already almost getting focused down. Like Pacomike,
they're already out of interceptors.
yeah. He's struggling to get something done with them so far. But I love the follow up. Got a lot of gateways.
Oh my god, what? Who does this?
And here we go. The adepts are already here. And against Hydras, adepts are what you want.
Oh my god, they're gonna get all these carriers. Oh man, that was rough. One carrier going down, but now this is the weirdest combo I've ever seen, but it's working.
Yeah.
Carriers into adepts. I've never seen it.
Yeah, the carriers are kind of a support unit. Like the adepts are here to deal with the Hydras, and the carriers are gonna clean up.
They gotta be together, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Hydras are so fast on creep.
Oh, but there are spores here as well. Trying to come up.
If he can get in the way of the spores, they can't land, but they are landing.
He's gonna lose everything. All the adepts.
Yeah. That was bad. No recall.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be GG.
We'll see. I mean, so far he's kept his carriers alive. He's only lost 1. He's got more in production. I believe there is a recall available if he needs it.
He has a recall available. Oh, there he goes. I was gonna say, but he does it. Does he have energy?
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
There's a recall. Oh god, you can't recall that one though.
Yeah, it's out of the court in the middle of the map, and now the Roach Hydras here at the third base. Third base isn't done, so shield battery overcharge isn't available.
That was a complete wasted warping.
Oh
and
god.
with that, we should see the GG.
Yeah, we should see Jim tie it up.
Wow, Pacomike was really trying to style on his opponent. I love it. I'm a little salty it didn't work, but I'm so torn on this matchup. But I'm also happy Jim defended it so perfectly and didn't go down to something cheeky like that. But also, man, when Pacomike pulls that off, it is quite the sight to see.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm surprised that he committed to that shade. He just lost all of his adepts. And Jim, he had really good defense. Like he had a lot of spores, a lot of queens, roaches to help tank as well.
Yeah, I feel like that all depended on there not being a lot of static defense or anti-air.
Yeah.
I mean, that really hits hard if it goes unscouted for a while, but how can you stop Jim from scouting, you know? I think Pacomike tried with having a Phoenix over there, like trying to block the Overlord coming in, but Phoenix kill Overlord's so slow when it's just 1v1. And he still got the scout off, and so he had to push out earlier than expected, I think.
Yeah. Like Pacomike, he went for the build. In the end, it didn't quite work out. It's one of those things that you throw into a series every now and then. I doubt we're gonna see it again.
Definitely not.
Yeah, not
at least not
series.
with him. Yeah, not in this series.
Yeah.
I wish he would have shaded the adepts a little bit differently.
Yeah.
If he would have shaded, like split and shaded into different mineral lines, then maybe he gets some damage done.
Yeah, definitely.
There's like all the static defense, about like 8 queens, and they just all shaded in the middle, a complete surround of the army of Jim, and Jim was able to take it.
Yeah, now we're tied up. We're going to be heading into game 3. Surprisingly, we're going to be heading in to Golden Wall.
Oh my god, why?
God.
It's always whoever picked Golden Wall as the map is the one who is cheesing or has a build made this.
I mean, I imagine Jim's got to have something in plan, right, for this?
Yeah, I feel they both do.
Yeah.
I believe this is where we saw some pretty good carrier play come out of Pacomike.
Well, yeah, it is, but that's the shame, right? Like, he's not going to do it 2 games in a row, right? Or will he?
Tune in right now for right now's build. Find out right now. Here we are. We're in it. We're on the map. It's loaded up. Players are ready. I'm ready. Everybody watching, I hope you're ready. Light, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. It is game number 3. The final match here against these two players on Golden Wall LE, spawning in the left bottom hand corner of the map, playing for Alpha X. It is the best Mexican Protoss. It is Pacomike.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Golden Wall LE, we have the Mexican Zerg player representing Timbers Esports. It is JimRising.
So speaking of tacos, what kind of tacos do you like, Light? Even though we weren't speaking of tacos, I'm just sitting here thinking about tacos.
You're like, I want to suffer and think more about food. So what food do you like?
Yeah. I'd like to suffer, talking about tacos.
I mean, I like the pretty standard, like, you know, like beef mincemeat, like tacos.
Yeah.
You know,
do they have any good taco spots out there?
Yeah. There's a couple of taco places here. It's quite
I just want to go to different countries and eat food from different countries. Like, how do Australians make the Mexican tacos out there?
You're like,
how do they make Mexican tacos in China?
You're like, I just want to go to Australia and have McDonald's and judge it.
Yeah. How's their McDonald's out there? I want to go to China and have like a steak or something. Go to Outback Steakhouse in China. What else would I eat? I don't know. I don't know what country I'd go to and eat food from a different country. Go to Mexico and eat Chinese food.
Oh yeah, go to Mexico, get some pizza. You know, what is Mexican pizza?
I've done that actually. It's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Pineapple's more common on the pizza over there, so I like it in Mexico.
Okay.
I'm a pineapple on my pizza kind of guy. Some people think it's an atrocity.
Some people think it's a heresy. It's like ungodly to do so.
You Rainer fans out there might be a little pissed. Actually, I don't know if Rainer supports the whole pineapple on pizza.
I feel like we need to find out. I feel like this is the most important question.
I think he's out there talking about it though. He's an open advocate for hating on bad pizza and pasta.
I mean, if anyone is, it's got to be Rainer, right? Like,
yeah. It's got to be the Italian.
Exactly. And so far, you know, it's been pretty standard from both players. Jim took his third. Meanwhile, Pacomike again going for a Stargate opener.
And he scouts that thing's being mined out, so he knows something's coming from that way, either third base or some cheeky play across the map.
Yeah. Jim with a value scout, able to see both things at once. This time, not a Phoenix first, Oracle instead.
Is he putting down another pylon right next to that? I wonder why.
Oh, is it just so he can make a wall here? In case there's like lings come in?
It looks like that's what he's going for.
Interesting.
Or if he puts a gate there, it's a full wall off?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, that's cool. I like this. Walling off on both fronts.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, especially because of the way this map is.
But the link flag is just coming from the front now.
yeah, like, you know,
there you go. Never mind.
Yeah. I love how, like, the Protoss, they're adapting how they place their buildings for a map like this.
Well, that's also kind of the annoying thing. They have to adapt their playstyles just for this one map.
Yeah.
This build will not matter in a month or two when we get a new map. Oh, there's no anti-air. He saw it coming.
Why is it
they went right past his overlord?
What? There's no spore in any base. What?
And he didn't even drone drill.
Oh my god, it's still alive. And then the queens, they all went up.
I don't get this. He saw it. He saw it. He was sitting there looking at it forever.
He even confirmed it. Like the overlord like peeked back in and 8 workers.
Hey. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there.
All right, guys.
Full wall off in the front.
There is a full wall up. We should see. There we go. Some devs are coming in to help clean this out. And if you guys want to tune in to JimRising's POV, he is streaming right now. I'd like to see what the hell he's saying right now.
Yeah, I wasn't saying there for that.
Oh, God.
What was that all about?
Right? So, not the best
Oh, my
start,
God.
but...
Someone already texted me and they're like, pineapple on pizza?
Madman. And I have not seen this. Like the minerals were mined out and the queens are marching through.
Yeah, and if you look at the other side of the minerals right there, they were also almost fully mined out by Pacomike earlier on in the game. And then he just didn't mine them out. But I think Jim knows that that front door is open over there, and he's gonna waddle the queens all in since his workers got completely destroyed early on.
Yeah, and what is there
first
to defend?
Roach shows up. Yeah, Pacomike's like, okay, we got a Roach here.
Oh, there's more roaches. Oh, there's queens.
Like, okay, I can get the roaches. And he's like, oh god, that's a lot of roaches. He's target firing down the weak queen. Or the weak oracle. Ravagers being morphed in. God, that's so many queens coming. That's why he opted for no spores. He's like, kill my workers. I'm gonna go across the map soon anyways.
Yeah, this is what he was planning
for
from the beginning.
The whole time. Yeah.
And he may have to just forfeit the base. Like, there's only a single reward here.
He's just trying to cause as much damage as he can before that base goes down. Pylon, you should target the pylon right there.
Oh,
but he just takes out the whole shield battery.
Yeah, the shield battery goes down. Oh, the immortal goes down.
Oh, that's it. No way. Jim is gonna take out Pacomike right here, right now, I believe.
I think he's
the queens are kind of stuck though. They can't make it through.
Like Pacomike
with these wings.
Yeah. They're too late. Like the production is too late for Pacomike. Like he's losing so much.
I think this is exactly what JimRising expected. JimRising takes it. GG's called. Somehow JimRising came back from a 1-0 deficit and now wins 2-1 against Pacomike. I did not expect to be saying that right now. What a game. Golden Wall, it's that weird map, and I think Paco had been planning this, like, okay, I'm going to build a wall in that corner and it's unstoppable. And then Jim's like, well, I'm going to mine out the middle and walk across, and that's pretty unstoppable too.
Yeah, exactly. Like Pacomike was dealing all this damage. He was teching up. You know, we had zealot legs on the way. We had a forge with +1 on the way. All his gateways were on the way, and he just, you know, he needed a couple more minutes to ramp up, and he was just completely caught off guard.
Yeah, I was really questioning why he had no spores.
Yeah,
I was like, that was a real WTF moment for me. Like, why would you not get spores when you see him? But he's like, cool, kill my drones, come across the map with your oracles, waste your energy on my drones, and I'm gonna get my roaches out and attack you anyways. I love that build. I'm stealing that if I ever get on Golden Wall.
Yeah.
I say that, but there's so many builds we see, I never actually steal them.
It was a little bit like maybe even a little bit of a tell if there's just nothing, like especially when you're up against like a pro player, you know, and and you know that they scout you. Like,
God, it's like that moment on the ladder. It happened to me yesterday. I was looking at their base and I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're missing some tech. Like they gotta have something hidden, and then next thing you know, there's oracles in my mineral lines. And they proxied a Stargate 5 feet from my base. So yeah, it's like what it's a tell. You know who you're playing against. You know what your opponent's capable of. So anytime you see something out of the ordinary, or anytime a win is too easy, you got to question why.
Yeah, definitely.
And Pacomike just didn't question. He didn't ask enough questions.
He just assumed. He's like, Jim, what is he even doing? I'm going to just take this win, and bam.
Like, Jim has no workers now. Like, what is he going to do to me? I'm just going to expand, wall off on every front, and then he's like, oh, wait. I guess you could mine out the middle and walk your queens over along with a roach all in while I have nothing. That was good. I like that play from Jim. That was sick. I can't believe he won. And that's the thing about best of threes. If you're cheeky and you get one game off your opponent, you're suddenly on match point. Now, if you can pull off another cheesy game and get the second one, you have it made and you won. So that was pretty sick. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah. GG, well played, and
this was a pretty big bracket today, so we're just now getting in semis.
Yeah.
I guess it's semi number 2, right?
Yeah, we just finished the first semis, and finally, while you're casting, Jim is in the finals.
Yeah, that's sick. Jim got to the finals. That's kind of upsetting for Pacomike, I bet, because last time it was Eggs versus Pacomike, and this time I was expecting maybe like Ryu versus Pacomike, but where's Eggs? What happened to Eggs?
Eggs, I mean, we casted Ryu take Eggs out.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did see that one today.
Yeah. And speaking of,
That's ZVZ to end all ZVZs.
we're going to be heading into another ZVZ.
Oh yes, I never get enough of the ZVZ.
Oh, sorry, ZvT. Sorry.
Oh, it is ZvP. Oh, I forgot about this player. This guy's actually good. I did not expect him to get all the way to the end here.
Yeah. I was a little bit confused because I assumed he was Universe, the other Mexican player, but this is a different Mexican player.
Huh? Yeah. This is isn't his name Oscar too? I don't know. In challenge, he's coming up as Oscar, but
his
in game, Roro.
Yes, his gamer ID is Rover. His IRL name is Oscar.
Yeah, but he spelled it with a Z in challenge.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's how you spell it in real life.